Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on my skincare routine. And I know I blog about makeup a lot, but skin is something that I get asked a ton of questions about because honestly, if you don't take care of your skin, then you can put on all the makeup you want and it's never gonna look good. So I really care a lot about how my skin looks, and I do a lot of different things depending on the season to just keep it in the best shape it can be. So keep in mind that this is my winter skincare routine. My skincare routine does definitely change depending on the condition of my skin and the weather and the climate. So right now it's winter time, it's a lot colder out, so my skin gets a little bit drier. It requires a lot more moisture than it does in the summer, and thankfully it is not as prone to breaking out because it doesn't produce as much oil in the colder weather. So there are benefits to it being freezing outside. So that being said, I just wanted to show you what I've been using and what's been working for me. And let's just jump right into it. At night when I get home, I use a Neutrogena makeup wipe to take off my makeup. And they come in little packets like this. They work awesome. They take off eye makeup so well. I usually don't wear a ton of eye makeup during the week, but just if I have liner or mascara on, I just gently wipe over my eyes and then the rest of my face just to kind of clean it off before I get into the shower. When I get in the shower, I use my awesome Clarisonic Mia brush, which is really just an awesome way to get a deeper scrub of your skin. It just takes out the dirt and the oil a lot more thoroughly than just your hands would if you were just using your hands and soap on your face. So I use this fresh soy face cleanser. It comes in a tube like this. I squeeze a little bit onto the brush with a little warm water and then just slowly work in circular motions around my face. It actually does 20 seconds on your forehead, 20 seconds on your chin, 10 seconds on each cheek, and it'll beep to alert you when it's time to switch areas. So this is something that's worked really well for me, but it is not for everybody. If you have really sensitive skin, or if you have a lot of breakouts, this is actually not good to use because it will exacerbate the pimples and make them worse. And if you have really sensitive skin, this might be too rough for you. So just keep in mind, if you're thinking about getting something like this, keep in mind what your skin type is and what your skin issues are, because it's definitely not for everybody. But for me, I love it and it works great. When I get out of the shower, I just kind of pat my skin dry and then I use a serum all over my skin. And I've tried different ones. I used a Bobbi Brown one previously, which was awesome, but is so expensive. So when it ran out, I could not replace it. So this one I've been using is Ole Henriksen. It's called Truth Serum Collagen Booster Potent Vitamin C Complex. And essentially this is just putting a bunch of vitamins directly onto your skin, which is awesome. It helps with the aging process. It helps kind of remove some dark marks that may be on your skin, and it smells really good. So I just do a couple pumps, put it all over my face and kind of let that dry. Now once that's dry, I move on to my moisturizer, and I've been using this one by L'Oreal. It's called Youth Code. It's actually called SPF 30 Day Cream, but I would not use this during the day personally because it kind of has like a pearlescent finish to it. You're not going to be able to tell on camera, but when it's on your skin, I mean, it's very pretty, but it's just way too much for me for daytime. It just looks kind of like shiny and pearly, and that's just not what I am going for during the day. I look like Edward Cullen or one of those vampires. So I do not use this during the day. I use this at night, and it's very moisturizing, it's very thick, and it helps to remove dark spots that may be on your face. So like acne scars or just discoloration. Now I haven't been using this long enough to tell you if it actually does remove or at least lighten the dark spots, but I really just love the texture of it on my skin. It's kind of like a luxury for me to be able to use something this moisturizing, like I said, because in the wintertime my skin needs the extra moisture, whereas in the summer or spring when it's a little more humid, I can't really get away with it. So I love this stuff, and it just feels really nice on your skin before bed. I also use an eye cream, and this is so important because eye cream helps a lot with the dark under eye circles. Usually if you have darkness under your eyes, it's from a lack of hydration. So in addition to drinking a bunch of water, actually putting moisturizer right under your eyes is really good for you, and it kind of helps with the dark circles. So I have this Bobbi Brown one it's just called Hydrating Eye Cream. She has a few different formulas of this. She has one that's better for oily skin, but like I said, in the winter I can get away with this one. I have a decent amount left, but this is one of those products that I think is definitely worth the investment. You can get a drugstore alternative for sure, but Bobbi Brown's eye cream is just, I've tried a few other ones and nothing compares. It's just so hydrating and so nice, and I put it all around my eye area at night and sometimes in the morning too, like underneath concealer, and it just works really well and I love it. So that is my top recommendation, Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream, it's called. So that is my nighttime routine. Go to sleep, wake up. I actually do not wash my face in the morning, and I know you might be thinking that's kind of weird, but if you have more oily skin, it's not good to wash your face too much because you're actually stripping your skin of the natural oils, and in turn your skin will overcompensate by adding more oil, and it just makes it worse. So what I do in the morning is I just get up and I take a cotton pad and witch hazel, and I just pour it onto the cotton pad and wipe my whole face with it in circular motions. Sometimes I'll use 2 depending on how much, you know, moisturizer or whatever I put on the night before. But it's a natural astringent, so it's kind of like it kind of acts as a natural toner. The bottle says gentle relief for oily, irritated, red, damaged, blemished, or inflamed skin. So it really helps treat and soothe your face without drying it out. So if you were to use like rubbing alcohol or a toner that has alcohol in it, it might be just too drying on your skin and will actually just make everything worse. So this has been so awesome, and I really feel like this has changed my skin and the condition that it's been in, because when I was washing twice a day, it was just way too much for my skin. So this is like a really awesome way to cleanse it in the morning without overdoing it. So once I use that, I let that dry, and then I just put on a little bit of this Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer, and it has SPF 30, which is so important. You want to put SPF on your face every day, even if you're not, you know, directly in the sun. It just really helps to keep your skin looking younger and reduces wrinkles or the appearance of wrinkles, and it is just, I love this stuff. It really does help control oil too. So I put this on, let that kind of sink in for a few minutes, and then just continue on with my makeup routine for the week, which is very simple. But yeah, that's what I use, and that's my winter routine. The products, like I said, will definitely change as the months go on and it gets a little bit warmer out. Oh, I forgot to mention, if I have a breakout, which normally is around this chin area, I use this Clean and Clear Persagel 10, and it's a 10% benzoyl peroxide acne medication in maximum strength. And this stuff is apparently like the best that you can get without a prescription from the drugstore, and this works so well. If I have a pimple coming on, or it's kind of like underneath the skin, I see it creeping up, I just lather this on and it's pretty much gone, or reduces in size drastically in a very short amount of time. So I love this stuff, and I actually had a pimple that was coming on yesterday that I saw, and I was just like, no, and put this stuff all over it, and it's gone. So I love it. I swear by it. I have tried so many things that were prescribed to me by dermatologists that did nothing, and then I heard about this and I bought it, and I am obsessed with it. So another thing too, that's very, very drying. So if you have super sensitive skin, you might want to stay away from it. But my skin's been through a lot, so it's like, whatever at this point. But yeah, so that is what I use, and I hope that this was helpful to some of you that may have the same skin type as me or looking for something to try. If you have any questions about anything that I use or the way that I use it, leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!